Hi everyone, welcome to my show. I'm Remy, your host, and this is Play by Play with Remy. Let's go! In today's episode, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite soccer/football competition, the European Champions League. There is 8 games happening on Wednesday, and I've decided to focus my attention on 2 of them. They are, I think, the best 2 games happening. However, at the end of the show, I will give you my prediction on the 6 other games, so we can see if I'm able to predict any good result. So let's get started. Game 1 is between Atlético Madrid and Chelsea. This game is more than football, because if you look at both teams, you will see that at least 2 players on each team have played for the opposite teams in their career. You can also think about the Diego Costa transfer. Over the summer, Diego Costa refused to come back to Chelsea. He decided he wanted to move back to his original club, Atlético Madrid. Chelsea refused to do so for a long time. However, in the past week and a half, they reached an agreement with Atlético Madrid, so Diego Costa is going to be transferred over there. But there's one caveat. He cannot play until January because Atlético Madrid is blocked from recruiting any player because of some issue they had with the UEFA regulation. On the field, expect nothing less than an amazing game. Chelsea has scored 4 goals at least in 3 of their 4 last games. As for Atlético Madrid, they are unbeaten this season and they won their last 3 games. On the European stage, Madrid drew their first game last week 0-0 against Roma. As for Chelsea, they won 6-0 against Qarabag, one of those new clubs from Azerbaijan. It's a must-win for Madrid if they want to finish on top of the group. My prediction is that Madrid is going to win. The score is going to be Madrid 2, Chelsea 1. The other game that I would recommend you to follow is between PSG and Bayern Munich, 2 of the strongest teams in Europe right now. They both started their European campaign on a very strong note. PSG won by 5 goals against Celtic, while Munich won by 3 goals against Anderlecht. However, I would point out that over the weekend, both teams had a draw. Paris was not able to score any goal against Montpellier. As for Bayern Munich, after leading 2-0, they conceded 2 goals to end the game on a 2-2 draw. You also need to look at the injury list. For the PSG, Neymar was out over the weekend, so he's coming back for this game, which means that he's completely fresh. As for Munich, Emmanuel Neuer, their goalkeeper and one of the best in the world, is going to be out until January because of the foot injury. And we've seen over the weekend that the replacement goalkeeper might not have the level expected for Bayern Munich. This could be a problem for Munich, especially against the MCN, I forgot which one, the Mbappe, Cavani and Neymar attack. In the end, both teams are starting to feel the pressure after a weak weekend. The expectations are so high for those 2 teams, especially for PSG after they spent 500 million over the summer to recruit Neymar and Mbappe. Paris needs a statement game, and this could be. That's why I'm going to pick PSG to win over Bayern Munich, and my prediction is PSG 2, Munich 1. So I just grabbed my phone and I'm going to go over the next 6 games and give you my prediction as well as some of the key points that I think are interesting. The first game is Basel versus Benfica. Both teams lost their opening game, which means this is a must-win if they want to keep an eye on the second place. Now, if you look at their current form, Basel is not doing that good in the Swiss Championship. As for Benfica, they are in the top 3 of the Portuguese league. My prediction for this one is simple. I believe Benfica is going to win this one easily, and my prediction is Basel 1, Benfica 3. The second game is CSKA Moscow versus Manchester United. 2 key components are going to define the score of this game. First, the weather. It's going to be pretty cold. Moscow players might be used to that, but the Manchester players are not. The second component is the fact that Manchester United is missing at least 2 key players in the middle field. They're missing Pogba and Fellaini. So the middle field might be weaker than usual. So those 2 factors make me think that this game is going to end up in a draw. So I'll pick Moscow 1, Manchester United 1. The next game is Anderlecht versus Celtic. Those 2 teams lost their first game, so it's already a must-win. It's hard to tell who is the best team there because they are both having a terrible start of the season. So I'm just going to give a slight edge to Anderlecht because they are playing at home. So my prediction is Anderlecht 1, Celtic 0. Next we have Qarabağ versus AS Roma. On the paper, it looks like an easy win for AS Roma. No one knows anything about this Azerbaijan team. But if you look closely at AS Roma, and you look specifically at some of the results they had in the past against this kind of team, you will find that they were not able to win all the time. For example, they lost against Bate Borisov a couple of years ago. It's going to be a hard battle for them. But I still believe they're going to be able to pull out this win thanks to one of their best players, Dzeko. He scored 6 goals in the last 5 games, so he's definitely on the hot streak. So my prediction is Qarabağ 0, AS Roma 1. Juventus versus Olympiacos is our next game. This is a no-brainer for me. Juventus is going to win this game by a large margin. They haven't lost any of their last 19 games at home. And every time they met Olympiacos at home, they won. It's going to be an easy win, and my prediction is Juventus 3, Olympiacos 0. Finally, the last game is between Sporting Lisbon and Barcelona. Those two teams are having a terrific beginning of the season. Barcelona is on top of the Liga, while Sporting Lisbon is number 2 in the Portuguese league. But their best effort this year was 2 weeks ago when they beat Juventus during the first game of the Champions League 3-0. Expect a hard game from Barcelona in a tough environment. They're gonna play in a stadium with 50,000 fans. Nonetheless, I expect a tough battle, beautiful game, and I expect both teams to score at least 1 goal. My prediction is Lisbon 2, Barcelona 2. So those are my predictions for the game happening on Wednesday. A lot of exciting games, a lot of exciting players. I'm sure we'll see a lot of good football. Feel free to share, like, comment, tell me your opinion, tell me what you think. Until then, see you next time.